of all, we are going to open our Canva and click on the plus button. When this thing loads up, you click on custom size. Then we are going to enter 500 by 500, okay, because we are designing a logo, so the right measurements for logo design is 500 by 500. So when it finishes, click on create new design. Okay, so when this thing comes, you click on this shape you have brought, 500 by 500 design you have brought, and then when this thing pops up, click on the app here and drag it down. Okay, and then we can go to where we have color. If you want to change this particular shape, is called the background. So when you want to change the shape of the background, or sorry, the color of the background, come to where we have color and change. So you click here, you can change it to any one you want using the colors here, right? But if you want more nice colors, you can come to this place where we have the plus button and click on it. That is where you have more nicer colors. Okay, so with this place, you moved the hand from here to any place you want. If you want, let's say if it is lined here, you want blue, you hold it and drag it to where you have blue. Okay, and then you can hold this second one. If it is also here, you hold it and drag it to this place, right? Then you have your blue. If you want deep blue, you bring it down. Light blue, you bring it up. Okay, if you want light blue, you bring it up. Deep blue down. Okay, but we want white, so let's send it back to this place. So and get FFF is white. Okay, and then we bring this our hand to any place at all. White works for any of the places. Okay, black, when you want black, you bring this one down to the down here. Down, you can see black is 000, but we want white, so let's bring this thing here, and this is what we have. So let's close it here. The next thing we are going to do is to bring in a particular image we downloaded from somewhere. Okay, so let me close here. Okay, you close here, and then it reveals here design elements, text, gallery, uploads, and all those things. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do here is to come to where we have uploads and click on it. Okay, or if you have gallery, just click on gallery, but if your gallery is not showing, click on uploads. Okay, you click on uploads, then you come to this place. Okay, when you click on uploads, this thing will open up. So the next thing we're going to do is to click on where we have upload files. Okay, upload files, click on upload files, then this thing pops up. You click on device. Okay, where we have the device, click on device, then it will send you to your files. All right, so with here, this is what we have. Okay, so these are the recent files I have. Okay, these are the recent files I have. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to select this particular image, okay, and bring it to, you can see that it's loading, and add it to our canvas gallery. Alright, so it has finished loading. Once it has finished loading, you click on it, and then it appears on your 500 by 500 shape or element you have brought. So the next thing we're going to do here is to crop. Okay, is to crop. Make sure you don't crop and enter the design you want to use. Okay, so when you have come here, okay, so let's crop it a bit more because I can see some dots there. Okay, so don't over crop it. Good. So whilst this is done, you can click here. When you click on it, you can come to this down place and go to where we have flip. This place where we have, okay, you click on it and go scroll to where we have flip, where you can see flip. Okay, when you click on flip, you can flip it horizontally okay, this way, or vertically downward. If you want it upward, you can flip it this way, okay. It turns to the right hand side, to the left hand side, okay. So with this, let's leave it at this place, okay. Then we're going to move our image to a place where we want it to be at, okay. So let's leave it at this place. So the next thing we are going to do is to start bringing in another design to make this our design unique, okay. So let's go to where we have elements and click on elements. Then we come to this search button and search for nails, okay. Nails, then you click search. So while this thing comes, for logos you have to use this place where we have graphics, okay. If you are designing logos, always use where we have graphics to design your logos. Don't come to pictures and select pictures for logo, okay. When it's a flyer, you can select pictures, but when it is when it's not flyers, don't select pictures, okay. I don't know if you are getting what I mean. If it is logos, use graphics and always tap on see all, okay. So because it's a logo, we are going to tap on see all, then the graphics site will load, okay. You can see some of these places are what pro. If you've not subscribed to the Canva Pro, please don't click on the pros, just look for the one that is free to use, okay. Then you can use it. So let's click on this particular one, this particular shape, okay. And then we are going to reduce it, reduce it, and then we are going to go to where we have flip. You roll to where you have flip it this way, and then it comes this way. The next thing we are going to do is to go to notch, okay. Continue to look for where we have notch, and then you arrange it well, okay. So let's do it this way. Okay, so let's go back to flip again, flip, and then we flip it upward, okay. So once you flip it upward, you go to where we have notch, okay, notch, and then you can click it upward, downward to bring it down, this way to bring it to the right hand side, this way to bring it to the left hand side, okay. Or you can you can just tap on this thing and drag it with your bare hand, okay. But okay, then you can reduce using here, okay. But let's leave it this way, and then let's go to the notch to make sure we are seeing what we are doing, okay. So whilst this thing comes, right, we are going to use this, we're going to use this arrow, and then we are going to turn it around in a circular motion. So when you do that, you can see that it's turning, okay. So whilst that has come, okay, let's increase it to make the design more nicer. Okay, so sorry for that, I was just trying to see the app what someone is writing there. So when you do this, okay, you can you know, slant it this way, you can slant it that way. All right, so let's go to flip again, and then we flip it this way, right, and reduce it. I'm trying to achieve a certain kind of design, okay, so that it will be creative. Good. So I think with this it is done. So let's reduce this one a bit, and then we bring it this way. Okay, so let's go to notch and make sure it's well placed. Okay, you can do it this way. Okay, so after you have gotten this one, let's click on this shape and go to where we have position. Okay, so let me show you guys the first thing first. So the first thing, you can see that the circle we selected here, it is covering the bottle of the cutters. Okay, so let me close it and you can see that it's covering, like it's on top of the bottle of the cutters. So we want to send it backward. Okay, so let's go to where we can correct that. So you click on that circle, go to where we have position, click on where we have position and click on backward. Okay, once, when you click on it once, then we are going to close using this button. Close here, you press there to close. Okay, then we are going to click here. You can see that it has now gone back. It is no longer on top of the cutest bottle, okay, or the painty bottle. I don't know how you guys will understand it though, but ladies will know the cutest bottle I'm referring to. So that it is now well placed. So the next thing we are going to do is just to start writing the name of the brand. So we'll close here, come to where we have come to where we have text and add. You select add a subheading, then you edit. Okay, then we are going to write nails by Claire. Nails, so let's make it capital. Nails by Claire. Okay, then you close it here, then you come here and arrange it well. So you reduce it. Okay, and then if you get what you want, okay, so let's go to notch to place it well, because our hand cannot drag it and place it well. So let's come here. All right, and this is what we have. Okay, so let's increase it a bit. By holding here to drag to increase. Okay, then we come to notch again and send it to the right position. Okay, so whilst that is done, we can now do what? We can now edit here. So we click on this place and bring this one down. Okay, and bring here down. So let's close here. Nails by Claire. All right, and then okay, so you can leave it this way. Okay, but we want it all to start from the same place. You can see it is not all starting from the same place. This one is here and that one is starting here. Like this one is starting here and this one is starting here. They are not all starting at the same place. So for us to correct that, you click on it and go to where we have B format. This B format. Click on B format, then you select this place. Okay, you can see that here the lines are all starting from the same place. So you click on this B format and then you click on it. Okay, and then that is done. So the next thing we're going to do is to click on this thing and send it upward. Okay, to where we want to place it. Okay, so while this is done, the next thing we're going to do here to correct this space, because this space here is too much. So for us to correct that, you click on it and go to where we have spacing. Okay, spacing, then we click on the letter spacing and you click on the line spacing and then we shift it backward. Okay, and then this is what we have. Okay, so you close here. And if you want to change the font, please, you can come to this place where we have font, click on it, click on this arrow upward, then you can select the font you want to use. But please, when you are designing a logo, make sure you use a font that is visible, okay, that is clear to see. Not a font that is like this, not a font that is like this. No, don't use that kind of font because you can't read it. Don't use a font that is like this, okay? Don't use it. Okay, so let's leave it at this font because it is clear to read. Okay, so let's change the color of the font. Okay, so we come to where we have color, a color, that means text color, then we change it to white. Okay, so when you change it to white, you can see here that it's not showing. Okay, so you can change this background color by clicking on the thing and come here to change the color. All right, and this is what we have. If you want to leave it at this place, you can leave it here, and then you click on this place where we have save. Okay, you can now save, and that is that we are done for the design for this logo, Nails by Claire. You can leave it at this place and now save. Okay, but if you don't want and you want here to be white, you can change the color back to white. Then you click on the writing and change the font color. The writing color to any color you want to use. Okay, so let's say we want to use this one. Okay, so let's go to the plus button and make sure that it's clear. Okay, you can bring it down here. Okay, okay, so you can leave it here, and then we are going to click on download. Okay, or you can leave it at black. Okay, if you like the black, you can leave it at black, but I don't like the black, so I'm going to change it to this color. And the next thing I'm going to do is to shift it back. So let me go to notch, and then I'll click the left hand thing, and then I'll now click on download. Then it will download to my phone's gallery. Okay, so